listening to me? Kelso!
I'm here.
Ellis was a traitor.
She should have let us bring him in. I can't condone the assassination of POTUS, Paul.
What are you gonna do with her body?
Crows look hungry.
Don't you fucking dare.
She's a traitor.
She was a good agent. They never did anything she didn't truly believe was the right thing to do. She deserves a proper burial.
Roy, come on.
You wanna keep working with us, Agent Kelso? You bring our girl home.
Copy that. I'm gonna do one more sweep. Then we can go to Haven.
Encrypted Jade files detected. File modified by Agent Faye Lau.
Oh, now she's an agent. Fucking Isaac thinks you died a hero. What were you doing, Lau? Well, it looks like the True Sons are getting bolder under their new leader, General Anderson. He used to be a strategist for Ridgeway, and it looks like his ambition has reached new heights. He's smart. They're keeping him at a secure location. We're getting reports of 5 of his True Sons moving on DC. Major Castillo, a civilian turned True Son. Castillo's background is in engineering. He's been taking over radio frequencies and broadcasting these rants that, frankly, if you didn't know better, could be quite the recruiting tool. Sergeant Daniels. This woman is a piece of work. We're getting reports of her indiscriminately assassinating civilians in the street. She's on a rampage. We've also got a logistical nightmare on our hands with Lieutenant Chang. His background and experience has shored up the True Sun supply lines and weapons. We can't afford to let him build their stockpiles. Then there's Major Xander. She has some anger management issues. Xander's been torturing and interrogating civilians. I don't know what she's hoping to learn from them, but we can't allow her to carry out this inquisition. And, last but not least, is Captain Lewis. We haven't actually seen him in DC yet, but we've intercepted comms that imply he and General Anderson are planning something big. Agent, you know what to do.
Inventory. See progression.
Nice to meet you, Castillo. I've heard great things.
Wish I could say the same, Dusk.
Excuse me.
I don't care if your watch is red. Your division. And now you're working with the Black Tusk.
I can assure you, I'm a True Son.
Then why are you still wearing that garbage?
The best way I can support the True Sons is to take advantage of the existing infrastructure. I thought that was something we had in common.
You're smart.
So are you. And we are specialists in our fields. As long as you are loyal to Ridgeway, to the cause, I promise to keep you safe.
You really are a True Son.
I am. Now, give me the tour. I've never been to a power plant before. Do I need to wear like a lead-lined suit or something?
Only if you go near the reactor or your radiation meter goes into the red. But that won't happen.
Castillo, we've been having rolling blackouts. Everything stable with the grid?
Nothing is stable with the grid. Everything is old and failing.
That's comforting. Should I be looking for a fallout shelter?
Everything is stable with the reactor. The reactor and the grid are two separate things. Trust me, if the reactor failed, you'd know.
Oh, well, you're the expert.
Your local power supply has nothing to do with our work here. If you're having rolling blackouts, brownouts, or unstable power, you're gonna need to send someone down to the relay stations and transformers, and see if they need maintenance.
I'll see if I've got anyone who knows that infrastructure.
Good luck. Start with ex-Public Works employees. Or, I guess, raid the Secretary of the Interior's office for a map of the power stations.
You're funny.
I'm serious. Go to City Hall. They should have schematics for all of this stuff. It should also be online. Your precious Isaac should have all that data.
You should be an agent.
I'm happy being an engineer. I don't need to play sheriff. It's probably squatters. Someone taps into the line, doesn't know what they're doing, and fucks up the whole system. You'll need to check the stations. Then you need to send the exterminators to take care of the rats chewing on the wires. Should be like riding a bike for you, Agent.
How are the new recruits doing?
Great. We've got 4 shifts, 10 people per shift. 40 skilled prisoners trained and ready to operate the reactor in case anything happens to me. Each shift has a true son at the helm to keep them in line and train any future replacements, and each of them has 2 backups. We're set for the worst-case scenario. And the best case.
Best case?
If we want to expand our operations, we have the opportunity to build a mobile team to take control over another reactor. The infrastructure, design, and basic mechanics are similar enough that my crew should be able to figure out how to keep the lights on.
That's excellent news, Castillo.
Thank you, sir. About that favor.
You've more than earned it. Transpos on their way, you will have a squadron at your disposal. Good luck in D.C. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you, sir.
Dusk to Sergeant Daniels. Come in, Daniels.
This is Daniels. What can I do for you, Dusk?
You free tomorrow?
Not really. What do you need?
I've got to meet with Schaefer. He didn't show for the last one. Something feels off. Could really use someone I trust to have my back.
Oh, I thought you wanted alone time with your boyfriend.
Gross. Gross. I don't know what Faye is thinking working with him. I don't know if I could trust this guy.
He's Black Tusk, but he's a Boy Scout.
We talking about the same Schaefer?
You want that backup or not?
Better safe than sorry.
I can't make it, but I can lend you a couple of guards.
Thanks, Daniels. I owe you one.
More like 20. General Anderson, status report. Division took Dusk off the board.
That's too bad.
We need to counterstrike.
Negative, Daniels.
But she was one of ours. She was a true son.
She was a rogue agent first. She was one of us, but she was also one of them. And with loyalties as fluid as Dusk's, there's no way to know if she was playing her own angle.
No. I sent my men with her.
And in time, we will avenge them, but not today. We need to see how this plays out.
Schaefer's to blame, General.
We don't know that for sure, but I will look into it personally.
We can't keep working with the Black Tusk. They're a liability.
You may be right. There are too many rogues in their organization. Who knows what they're really planning? And with Ellis in their pocket, proceed with caution.
General Anderson?
Yes, Sergeant Daniels, how can I help you?
Captain Lewis said I should talk to you. I want permission to use advanced interrogation techniques.
Sergeant?
I know that if I can push them a little harder, I can get them to tell us what they know about the
You
hunt.
don't need my permission to do what you feel is necessary. I trust your judgment.
Thank you, sir.
If your methods produce results, that's all that matters.
Oh, I'll get the answers we're looking for.
Thank you for being so thorough.
A true son leaves no stone unturned. We'll root out these snakes.
General Anderson, I just wanted to send my condolences about Dusk and her team.
Thank you, Schaefer.
Moving forward, is there someone else you'd like me to work with?
That won't be necessary.
The Division has control of your supply routes in D.C. How do you think you'll survive without our assistance?
Well, Lieutenant Chang has more than enough experience organizing transpo and supply drops. We no longer require your services as a glorified errand boy.
I think you're making a mistake.
I've only made 2 mistakes in my life. The first was trusting Lau. The second was letting her bring you into our operation. Good night, Schaefer.
Natalia, Schaefer. Just got off the horn with General Anderson. He's decided Black Tusk supplies and assistance are no longer required. The True Sons are on their own, and any tentative peace we may have brokered has been severed by the death of Lynette Dusk Edwards. I'm not comfortable working with the Hunters. This arrangement is creating more problems, and we are losing allies. This is not why I joined the Black Tusk. Schaefer, this is Chang. Come in. Good to hear from you, Lieutenant. You change your mind about working together? No. So this is a social call? Dusk was a good woman and a damn fine soldier. I know. She was going to meet you, and you got her killed. You know that was beyond my control. You weren't even there. You left her to die. You're right. I wasn't there. We've run into some complications. What kind of complications? There was another player on the field. What the hell are you talking about? Those division agents weren't the only ones targeting her. You make it sound like she was being stalked. Or hunted.
If I ever see you again, I will fucking kill you, Schaefer. That's a promise.
I understand why you're angry, but we need to put a pin in this and focus on our common enemy.
Agent Lau. I fucking hate that chick. I don't trust her. She's been on my list for a while.
Not Lau. She's not the enemy.
She turned you into her bitch boy. You should hate her.
She has her reasons. This channel's not secure, but you should really talk to Lau.
Fuck that. I'm not letting her get into my head. What do you want, Douglas?
Just a friendly chat.
This about your girlfriend?
Who?
Lau?
Is that what this is about? You hate Lau because you think we're together?
No. I hate Lau because that bitch got half of my squad killed in New York when the reservists were called up to maintain the quarantine.
Oh. Well, good. I'd hate to think you were still pissed about how things ended with us.
Doesn't help that you're sleeping with a traitor.
Okay. She's not a traitor. She's a good woman. She's been through a lot. We all have. Just give her a chance. Meet with her, and you'll see we can help each other. There's something bigger happening.
You two getting married?
Would it matter if we were?
Damn, okay, Douglas. You need me to go rescue your pappy from the White House. You gonna finally reconcile so he can walk you down the aisle? Is that the secret mission?
Xander, focus. We need to work together if we're going to stop what's coming.
Okay. Fine. Set it up. I'll meet with Lau.
Natalia, I thought we had an understanding.
I understand you no longer wish to work with us, and our fragile truce is broken. I do wish you would reconsider my kind offer.
And I wish you would reconsider trying to recruit my men to whatever clandestine bullshit you and Lau are cooking up.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Oh, don't play dumb. It's not convincing on you.
If Lau is reaching out to your True Sons, it is not on my orders. That's on her own volition. Or maybe it's your True Sons that are reaching out to her.
My troops are loyal.
Who did she allegedly reach out to?
Major Xander.
Oh. Well, this is probably a personal matter more than professional.
Have you seen the state of the world? No one has time for personal matters.
Well, women like Amanda find a way to make the time. You don't have to worry. No one is trying to take her from you. She frankly would not be a good fit for the Black Tusk, even if she wasn't trying to cast herself as the victim of a love triangle.
Just stay away from my troops.
Certainly, General. Have a good day. And don't hesitate to call again if you need anything. Good luck managing Xander. Douglas says she can be a bit unstable.
Captain Lewis, we ready for homecoming?
Just a few things to take care of here and I'll be on my way. Advance team is already on location. Lieutenant Chang's delivered and we have more than enough supplies for the party.
That's great news.
When Major Castillo got to D.C., he recorded some very emotional reports. We decided to make some of them public. No greater recruiting tool than a civilian who found purpose with the true sons.
Careful, Captain. You keep delivering work this good, I might think you're after my job.
Not to worry, General. I hate the office politics. Working with the team, that's where I belong. Making sure the trains run smoothly and we all come back safe. That's where I know I can be of service. Leadership support roles and infrastructure. That's the work that fuels me.
We need people like you, Captain. That's the thing about the division. A bunch of lone wolves with no real infrastructure and alliances. They were set up to fail.
Hire a bunch of specialists, train them to use another to solve their problems. This is what you get. You can't depend on someone and build trust if you only talk to them when you need something.
People like that are unwilling to acknowledge their shortcomings or ask for help until they're already in trouble.
This is why I knew following you and Ridgway was the right call. He was proactive. He was willing to make the tough calls because he saw where the road was heading.
And now that he's gone, we will finish the journey together and bring our cause to every state in the nation. Good luck in D.C.
Status report. We are getting ready to take the network, but there have been some unexpected roadblocks. Increased instability in the power grid, surges and blackouts, some data anomalies, insecure comms, and increased brute force attacks. Some of my men are reporting that they have seen some odd lights and feel like they are being watched. I thought the stress was getting to them, but the reports are coming from all times of day and from folks I trust. Major Xander is looking into it, but I don't know that our methods will yield the results we're looking for.
Lewis, what's your ETA?
Should be arriving at the party by sundown tomorrow.
Negative. I need you there now. We've got a location, there's movement. Looks like they are getting ready for an extraction. We need to head them off at the pass.
Permission to take main roads and make a loud entrance.
Permission granted.
This will put us on the division's radar.
It was inevitable. Maybe this time they'll actually see what we've been up against.
I hope you're right. Frankly, if they haven't figured out what's going on by now, I don't think they ever will.
Lone wolves. They have no trust and no support network. You pull one pin and the entire communication chain breaks down. This is why we have contingencies.
Send me the coordinates. I'll get my team there ASAP.
I know we haven't worked together for very long, but I trust you, Kelso. That's funny. You remind me a lot of my sister, Heather. I think you would have liked her. Probably a lot more than you liked me. Maybe that's why I couldn't tell you. I knew you would have tried to help. We're the same in that way. There are too many people who need you, who count on you. Fuck. Even Rhodes loves you, and he hates everybody. Once you got to New York, it was clear they didn't need me anymore. But there was something else happening. Another threat was building, and I had to figure out what it was before it was too late. And I did it. I figured it out. I know what's coming, Kelso, and I know how to stop it. I just have to secure the button, then we can fight it together. We're family now. We bonded, fighting this war. Kelso, you're the only sister I have left. I couldn't tell you what I was planning. I needed you angry at me to keep my cover. I'm sorry. I know I hurt you. But I couldn't find another way to do this. Please know it only went down this way because the division couldn't afford to lose you too. They need a leader. And you're the only one I trust.
I hear your boy Schaefer's having trouble handling some former subordinates of mine.
Schaefer isn't the problem, Cal.
Does he have trouble taking orders from a woman?
Not at all. He's oddly one of the good ones. He has never questioned my authority. Your agents are not team players.
They were never supposed to be.
Which is fine when you need an assassin, but when you're nation rebuilding, you need to have a modicum of interpersonal skills.
Are you saying they're no longer a good fit and may have trouble staying on mission?
They're rogues, Cal. By your own definition, they are off mission.
You need me send the cleanup crew?
I don't know if it has come to that yet, but we could use some additional support. Schaefer can't be everywhere at once. These agents are all over the map. D.C., New York. He goes to help one and he fails the other. We need someone who is mobile, under the radar, and can gain access and assess whether or not it is worth continuing to support Agent Lau's operation.
Do you trust her, Natalia?
No. But she also hasn't given me a reason not to, other than being a rogue. But I prefer to not let labels define a person's character. She will show me who she really is in time. From what I can tell, she's loyal to a fault, dedicated, community-minded, and selfless. Those are traits that can be wonderful or a liability. It just depends on how fixed or malleable she is.
From what I remember from her assessment, she can get fixated. And I'm fairly certain her personality assessment was lawful good, which is appropriate for your organization, as long as she feels her work leans toward justice.
We're trying to save the American dream. What could be more just than that?
Lau, we need to talk.
What's wrong, Schaefer?
This squad you've saddled me with.
Having trouble controlling them?
Yes. I thought this was supposed to be your test, not mine.
Everything is a test. Sokolova wanted to see my leadership style, and wanted to see how well I could manage you with additional external pressures.
So you gave me Wraith on purpose?
I gave you all of them on purpose.
Fine.
Wraith pissing you off?
She was.
Did she quit?
She's dead.
Okay.
I asked for some support. Couldn't be in two cities at once. I needed someone to back me up. I called Natalia, and she hooked me up with some off-the-books backup. Didn't want to undermine your leadership.
You have a name?
For the guy they sent? No, never met him. He's quiet, weird, occasionally gets sent cryptic reports and messages like he wants me to solve a fucking riddle. There's something not right with this hunter.
Do you know who supplied him?
Cal?
Cal?
Yeah, she said, don't worry if it gets to be too much, Cal will take care of it.
She couldn't mean McManus.
Who the fuck is McManus?
Oh, nobody. Just the Secretary of Homeland Security.
That hunter is working for Homeland? What the fuck is going on?
We should talk. Somewhere less exposed.
What can I do for you now, Schaefer?
I'm just wondering where we got that support from.
That's need to know, Schaefer. And frankly, you don't need to know.
I'm not comfortable with how things went down with Dusk. She was a patriot.
She was a rogue and a thorn in your side that Cal helped us remove.
Cal isn't Calvin McManus, is he?
How do you know that name, Schaefer?
The Secretary of Homeland Security isn't exactly a secret agent, Natalia.
Miss Sokolova.
I'm sorry. You're right. Ms. Sokolova. I don't know what kind of operation Cal is running, but I'm not comfortable with this kind of support.
Noted. Schaefer, I know this has been difficult, but you have a habit of losing sight of the bigger picture and remembering your role in this organization. You could learn a lot from the people you are working with. Thank you for cleaning house.
No problem. You were right to ask for support, and as much as they were your problem, as former division agents, they were my responsibility.
I appreciate you saying that, and being accountable. I was worried you were going to say I owed you a favor.
Not a favor, a replacement. Thanks to Schaefer's little sideshow at Coney Island last night, I'm down a man. This unit is hard to find suitable replacements given the current state of things.
You want to steal from my talent pool?
Not steal. Just borrow from time to time as the need arises. You already have a few of my operatives in your organization. They just haven't made themselves visible to you.
Impressive. Mind telling me which one of your wolves is in Black Tusk uniform?
All in good time. For now, I'd like you to submit a short list of potential replacements.
My brother, Felix Sokolov, Bridget Douglas, Dustin Xavier, Alicia Coswald, and he might be a little young, but Jack Bonney.
Let's start with Bonnie.
You get to New York all right?
I'm in. Would have been easier with Shade or Dusk, but we know why they were unavailable.
Be careful with this guy.
I've set up far away from him. If he gets near me, we can confirm that I'm his target.
This is wrong.
We've worked all the angles. This is the only way to be sure.
I don't like using you as bait.
It's fine. It'll be fun. Your agents have been after me for months. It'll make them feel good to take me alive.
Yeah, I just hope they show a little restraint. They have a tendency to go for headshots.
Hey, that's why I wear this adorable helmet.
Good luck, Schaefer.
Won't need it. They'll face this hunter and know something isn't right.
Kelso will order the agents to apprehend you for questioning, and you can brief her on McManus and Sokolova. We can't let them finish their project.
And I'll only tell Kelso she's the only one we can be sure isn't rogue.
I trust her with my life. She's the best agent I've ever met. She's smart and capable, and even if she likes to blow things up, she will be too curious to let you die.
I hope you're right. Good luck with Chicken Hawk. I guess it's time to get arrested.
Just don't blow my cover when they bring you in.
What if they come after you next?
Don't blow my cover.
Inventory.
We need to talk.
Oh, so you're talking to me again. You buddies in New York too busy to take your call?
I finished decrypting Lau's insurance policy.
Did she tell you why she did it? There's no way she can justify joining Black Tusk and assassinating the president. When did everything get so complicated?
The minute one asshole decided his Christmas present to the world was a global pandemic.
Fucking Amherst.
We've contained that threat, but there's a bigger one on the horizon.
I know. Whatever the True Sons have been fighting.
What Faye was helping them fight, what she was trying to warn us about. She figured out what was really going on and she tried to warn us, but we didn't get the message. She tried to give us a clue back at Coney Island and an ally. Where's Schaefer?
Same place he always is.
What's his status?
Stable, but in a coma. Been like this for weeks. And we're just tube feeding our enemy.
He's not our enemy. Not anymore. Manny, he's the key. She left us a key, and if we want to stop what's coming, we need to wake him up.
Agent requesting backup.